Hey, what's up, guys? Riki back here again. I've been super crazy busy. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I've got kind of the scruffiness happening here. If you get real close, you can see that. That's some non-shaven action going on there. And I'll tell you why. Because I and everybody else have been in the studio just like ridiculously crazy lately. Not only working on the new EA project as well, but also some other big kind of hush projects that we've been working on, which I'm actually going to cover right now. I do have more information coming soon for you guys on the new Eccentric Arcade album. That is coming along well. We've got most of Xander's stuff recorded. Hayden and Miyako, we've got their stuff coming along pretty well. They're out on the Affilion tour right now doing their thing, but they've been sending us stuff, and we're getting that all worked out. We've been recording as well. I'd say right now at this point, I'd say it's probably about 60% done right now, so it's making some headway, but I'll have more information on that at a later time. Right now, I want to actually talk about something a little bit different. Now, this isn't something that we had actually been planning. It's something that just kind of came about. As you know, I'm sure, unless you've been under a rock or something lately, there has been a horrible amount of suicides lately that you've been hearing about in the news. People committing suicide because of the completely pointless and needless act of bullying in school, and it's just driven these people to their limit and have taken their own lives. And it's horrible. It's sad. Every time I see something about that, I'm just completely just destroyed about it because it's completely unnecessary. No one should ever be pushed to that point by anybody, let alone somebody that, they go to school every day and they have to deal with this same just bullshit over and over, and it drives them to that point. And it's completely ridiculous, and there's no reason for it. No one should ever be treated that way. So, in light of that, Aaron Oblivion from Fait Accompli, as you guys know, they are on our label, and we're good friends with all of the members of Fate. They have been doing a lot of stuff with us for a long time. Aaron actually contacted me and said, this is just, a terrible thing, and I think we need to do something to address the situation. And I agreed. So I'm here to formally announce that Nom de Guerre actually been back in the studio, and it's not for an entire album. It's just for a single. We're putting out this one single to raise awareness for this kind of thing, to basically say enough with it. There's no need for this type of nonsense, and it's time to take a stand and to rise up against these assholes that are driving these people to do these horrible things. And next week we will actually be releasing the first single from Nom de Guerre that we put out since Pictures of Oxygen came out. The brand new single is called I Know What You Are, and it's very heavy and it's very aggressive, but it's also very ethereal, if you will, and very hopeful. We're working with an orchestra. I believe it's actually the same orchestra that Fate actually worked with when they did the Somnambulist Suite, if I remember correctly. So they've been working on that. It's going to be even different from what we did with Pictures of Oxygen. It's going to be very heavy and very, I don't want to say angry, but I mean there's definitely anger in there because it's an issue that just kind of just pisses all of us off, because there's just no reason that anybody should be that callous and soulless to just push people to that extent. But then underneath all of that, there's this, beautiful kind of bright orchestral, all these beautiful instruments coming through the ether, and it's just, it's kind of like the rays of hope underneath it all. And we're incredibly proud of it, and we really hope that it, kind of raises awareness for this sort of thing. Next Tuesday, it will actually be coming out. So everyone, make sure you get that. If you've ever been in that situation where you've been bullied to the point where you just can't take it anymore, or if unfortunately you've ever known anybody that has been driven to that point, then please pick up the single to just kind of help get that message out there, because it's a completely just ridiculous concept that anybody would ever just have so little respect for anything that they would ever demean someone to the point where they would take their own life like that. It's just completely, it blows my mind that people are that horrible. So that's all the news that I have for you guys right now. Nom de Guerre, back at it. I Know What You Are, coming out next week. And soon, I promise, I will have more information regarding the new Eccentric Arcade album. But until then, take care.